Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a Q&A. I am so excited because I've always wanted to do a Q&A, but I didn't honestly think that I was like big enough really to be doing one, but you guys did have questions for me, so let's get into it. Who are my favorite YouTubers? Honestly, I've been kind of bored with YouTube lately. I feel like there's not, or maybe not that I've found, but I haven't really found any creators that are interesting to me lately. I think a lot of people are like very uninteresting, or I just don't like some of their things that they post. So yeah, I guess like I can never go wrong with Flamingo. I think that he's one of my favorites. He's always been my favorite YouTuber though, because I just think that he's really funny. And yeah, so I feel like I always go back to like Lauren Z side, like her either Life of Luxury or Sims 4 videos. I think that those were so fun. And then sometimes I go back to like Gloom or Azzy, you know, kind of like the classic YouTubers, I guess. What is my biggest achievement so far in life? I guess I would say, like, academically, I would say passing my AP exams. I passed 3 of them, so I got some college credit taken off, which was really nice. I mean, added. Got some classes taken off, got some college credit added, which was really nice. And then I would say, like, personally, my confidence, how confident I've become in the past year specifically. Favorite ice cream flavor? It always used to be mint and chip. I loved it. And then so many people were like, it tastes like toothpaste. Anyway, but now I guess I'd say that it's like anything with chocolate, like anything with chocolate and like cookie dough or brownie. Oh, I love. Or like the Ben & Jerry's fish food. I love that one with the little fishies in it. It's so good. Any big plans for the rest of 2026? I think just a little bit more travel. I'm not entirely sure actually. You know, like little weekend trips, which I probably will vlog for you guys because some of you guys seem to really like them. Other than that, mainly like adult goals, like I'm going to get my car, I'm going to get my license, you know, because I'm a 19-year-old that still doesn't have her license, so I need to get on that. Getting further in college, you know, doing well at my other job, growing this channel, things like that. I don't know, I guess I'd say like more adults goal. What made me start a YouTube channel? So I have always wanted a YouTube channel, I think ever since I was like 9 or 10. And actually Sis versus Bro, that channel, when I was little, I used to watch the videos so much, and I loved their challenges, and like I don't know, I just loved like everything that they did, and it really inspired me, and I really wanted a YouTube channel. And I also kind of loved the idea of talking to a camera, to kind of like share my thoughts. And I love the idea of really just kind of like my Let's Chat episodes, like really just sharing my opinions and kind of helping people. So I'd say all of that combined is why I started a YouTube channel. It was mainly for fun, to document my life, to do challenges, to help people, you know, like that's really the big bubble, I guess, that it comes down to. What countries would I like to visit? I want to go everywhere. That's one of my biggest goals actually, is I want to travel everywhere in my life. I want to say that I've been to every state, every country. Obviously I know that some countries aren't really safe, so I guess I wouldn't go to certain ones, but I want to be able to say that I've been to at least most places. Yeah, I don't know, I guess like right now I would love to go to like Ireland and like little parts of Europe. London would be fun. I don't know, I want to go everywhere. Do I play any video games? Yes, actually my boyfriend kind of brought this passion back for me. This was one of my favorite hobbies that I had, and I kind of gave it up after I moved because my mental health was in a funk, and I was so focused on my YouTube channel and school and like really like doing so many things that I kind of forgot about that hobby of mine. And he loves video games, so he kind of was like, hey, do you want to play with me? And I was like, yeah, I'd love to, and we both kind of got into it again together. But right now I'm working on The Last of Us 1. I've never played them. I have watched him play them sometimes though, which is why I wanted to play it so bad, is because like it looks really cool, and it actually is a really cool game. So right now I'm working on The Last of Us. Yesterday we played Raft together. You know, I play Roblox all the time. I play Sims 4, Minecraft, the two like basic ones. Yeah, hopefully I'll play some more video games in the future. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations. But right now, that's really what I'm working on. When I got my wisdom teeth removed, what was the scariest part, and was it fast to put me to sleep? Okay. Yes, it was really, really, really fast to fall asleep. I don't I remember they were like, let's count to 10. I was like, 1, 2, 3, and then I was out. I only remember counting to 3. I don't remember anything after that. So yes, I was very, very fast asleep. And the scariest part, I will say, is the buildup, or like the thought of getting like dry socket. Dry socket, if you guys don't know, is basically when the blood clot comes out. Yeah, no. I did not have that, thankfully. Oh, thankfully, and I hope none of you guys do. Here, I'll give you like some good luck magic, please. But yeah, so I guess like I'd say the scariest part was the buildup, and the thought of getting dry socket I think was like, ugh, so scary, because so many people made it sound so common, but honestly, if you just like follow the doctor's like rules and stuff, you'll be fine. Oh, this one's kind of cute. What do I look for when making new friends? I guess I would honestly say just like a good person, like someone who's respectful, has manners, like just a kind, empathetic human. I'm not really picky with like friends, really. Just be a good person, be nice, you know. And then yeah, I mean, that's really it. We don't really have to have much in common. Like, I had a lot of friends that I didn't have a lot in common with, but they were just like good people, and I liked surrounding myself with them. I guess I'd say like we can have different hobbies, but I think like the line comes down to, do we like hanging out in the same places? Like my best friend, me and her could go to a concert one day and then wake up and go to get donuts and get coffee and thrift. I guess like I want someone that can keep up kind of with my energy, because I am someone that loves to dance and loves to be busy and do things one, you know. I don't really love to be slow and still, which my boyfriend, he's more on like the slower and still side. Like he's like, let's stay in, and I'm like, okay, let's do that, you know. And I think that he's very good at like making me slow down a little bit, because I do tend to go way too fast with certain things and plan way too far ahead for some things. So yeah. What are my goals for this YouTube channel? Honestly, I didn't really think of that. My biggest goals for this channel, I guess like obviously like growing the channel. Sorry, there's like a weird hair or something right here. Anyway, but I guess I'd say like obviously growing the channel, and then gosh, I don't know, I want to be able to meet you guys one day, like be big enough to do like a meet and greet or something. That would be fun. Yeah, I don't really know. I'd say like just grow the channel. Hopefully one day we can be like an empire. No, I'm kidding. We could, you know, just like grow the channel. I don't know. I love you guys, and I love all your comments and everything that you guys say to me. Most of you are really good people. Some of you are a little bit questionable, because yeah. But anyway, I guess like, okay, one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to start a YouTube channel was because one of my biggest goals, I feel like I've said that like 8 times throughout this thing, but anyway, one of my biggest goals and dreams is to start a fashion business one day. And well, I want 2 businesses. I want a fashion business, and I want to start like a whole business that is just on making items that are environmentally friendly, but also not too expensive, because there are so many companies that make environmentally friendly stuff, but they're so expensive, and it deters people from buying them, because if you make things too expensive, no one's going to want to buy it, and then it continues adding and adding and adding to non-environmentally friendly products. Jeez, I can't speak today. But anyway, so I want to start 2 businesses. Like I said, that one, I want to make like makeup products, house cleaning products, like pretty much any product that you would really need, just eco-friendly and for good prices. So yeah. What movies do I like? Some of you might, yeah. Anyway, I love everything. I really do. And obviously like there's an exception. Jeez, I cannot speak today. Oh my gosh. But there obviously are exceptions. Like there are some movies that I watch and I'm like, this is the most boring thing ever, help me. But I love a lot of movies. I guess I'd say like my favorite genres are horror, comedy, rom-coms. I love rom-coms. Like Palm Springs is one of my favorite movies. I totally recommend it. I love that movie so much. That's a rom-com. Definitely more on the comedy side than the romance side, but it's both. Yeah, I love so many movies. Like, I'm not a football person at all. I kind of think that the sport is boring, in my opinion. But I love hockey. Hockey's, like, the only sport that I watch. But, my dad showed me this movie called Friday Night Lights. It was so good. I loved that movie. And it's a football movie, but it was so good. My favorite food is cheeseburgers. I know, very basic of me, but I love cheeseburgers. Or, like, seafood. I love, like, California rolls, like crunch rolls and stuff. Ugh, so good. Okay, I'm very much open. I think I'm open to trying new things constantly. I'm totally fine with trying new things. For the most part, I will never eat rabbit or duck or deer or anything like that. I stick with 3 meats other than seafood, and that's really it. Where do I shop at for clothes? I kind of shop everywhere. Okay, Ross, big one. I actually find a lot of stuff there normally. Sometimes it's either a hit or a miss, let's be honest, but oh, I hurt my toe. But anyway, I kind of get stuff from everywhere. I thrift. Some stuff is like hand-me-downs from like other people in my family. Like I said, Ross. I love Ross. Some stuff I get from Kohl's, some stuff I thrift a lot, so I get some stuff from the thrift store because I'm constantly like recycling my clothes. I think that like the earth already has too many clothing pieces that we don't need to keep making more. I don't think that we should keep making more clothes until everything is bought and everyone owns it. Like, clean out the thrift stores basically is what I mean. But anyway, I get stuff from a lot of places. Like I said, some stuff is from Disney, some stuff thrifted, random stores in the mall. Okay, this is a funny question. Do I find that my shoe size is different for sneakers than normal shoes? Yeah? Okay, I naturally have very big feet, unfortunately. I have size 10 feet.
Just try not to get smushed under his big feet.
I will say that in heels, some brands run bigger and some brands run smaller. So that's interesting. But most sneaker companies that I've found have the same size all around. Like, my Vans and my Converse are all size 10. There's no like, oh, this is too big or oh, this is too small, you know. I will say like Nike for me ran a little bit smaller. So I don't have any Nike shoes, but like when I tried them on, they ran a little bit smaller. Like heels depends on the brand. Sneakers normally no. I love the way that this person worded this question. And finally, the big question. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Yes. I love Hawaiian pizza. I love pineapple on pizza. I think pineapple is my favorite fruit. I absolutely love pineapple, especially on pizza. What's my favorite color? Purple and yellow. I love like a deep purple and a like a really light yellow. And I'm starting to really love pink lately, which is interesting. Or no. This one. What is this considered? Like a magenta, a fuchsia? Whatever it is, I love this color. It's my towels for my bathroom color. And I also love like that color that is between like a light pink and a light purple. I don't really no one can tell me the name of it. I don't know. Like the closest I've seen to it is like a mauve. But yeah. Which emoji do I think captures my current mood the best and why? The party emoji, this one, because I would love to have a party right now. I don't know, I'm like in the mood for socializing. You get me? You get me? What is the dumbest way that I've been hurt? The dumbest way I've been hurt was on New Year's 5 years ago, and I was running from the upstairs to the bathroom because I was trying to like hide from my family, and I was running from the upstairs to the downstairs bathroom. My foot got caught in the like stand that holds my cat food's bowls. Wait, what? Holds my cat's food bowls, and my foot got caught in it, so I fell and I slammed my face into the bathroom counter, bleeding like crazy. Okay. Oh, you guys can't see it. See that right there? Okay. I bit through that spot right there. That's why it's scarred, but it's not that bad anymore. And then right here, you guys can't really tell, but one tooth, this one is further forward than this one. So yeah. Okay, you guys are really funny with some of these questions. What is the safest way for animal control to catch a bear that is loose in a neighborhood? Well, the safest for the human or the safest for the animal? I would just say, like, let it be, bro. We built our homes on top of theirs, so let it be. Just wait inside until it leaves. Or you could build one of those like eco bridges like this, where it goes like over roads and stuff, but you could build it like over the neighborhood so that they could safely like cross through the neighborhood without like people getting scared and without the animal getting scared. So like it would help both sides. Which Disney character would I like to be if I had the chance? If it was for selfish reasons, I'd be Ariel and I'd want to be a mermaid. If it was for everybody else, I guess I would say, and like I was being 100% genuine, I would say be Rapunzel so I could heal people. Okay, are you wearing socks currently? If so, prove it. And are they matching or odd? I am wearing socks. I'm wearing my like Converse white socks. Other side so you can see that they're matching. I wear matching socks when I need. What kind of music do I listen to? Once again, very much anything. I'm relatively picky in certain aspects. I don't really like heavy metal screaming. Not the biggest fan of that, and I'm not the biggest fan of country. It's not really anything per se against country, I just don't really listen to it. But I love I have 47 playlists I counted the other day. Yeah. For different moods, different things, different genres, all sorts of stuff. I'd say like my most listened to artists are Amy Winehouse, Nirvana, Deftones, Journey, Fleetwood Mac. I'd say that they're like my top artists, but I listen to like everything, honestly. I listen to jazz, I listen to pop, I listen to indie, I listen to rock. Yeah, very versatile. How would your friends best describe you? Well, I don't know, so I'm gonna text one of my friends and see what he says, and then we'll get a real answer. We're waiting for him to answer. The IV leave a mark in my arm when I got my wisdom teeth removed, and was I terrified knowing that I was going to be fast asleep in the chair? Yes, it did leave a mark in my arm for like 4 days, and then it was gone. What the heck? Okay, anyway, it did leave a mark in my arm for like 4 days, and then I just kind of like stopped looking at it, and then it disappeared. So not very bad, not very long. It didn't leave a track, but it did leave a bruise. So yeah, that might just be me though. I don't know if that's how it's gonna be for everybody. That was just for me though. And then, was I scared knowing that I was gonna be fast asleep? No, because luckily I went to like a very, very amazing place. Everybody was so friendly and like excited, and I was like, wow, you guys are peppy for it being like 7 in the morning. And I go back into the chair and I'm like really, really nervous. I'm like, oh my god, kill me. But then I sat down in the chair. The first girl that comes in, she's like, hi, and we just start talking like we're best friends and haven't seen each other in a while. I'm like, what the, okay. She hooks me up to the heart monitor thing. I slowly see my heart rate like slow down, you know, as I get more calm. And then everyone else comes in and there's music playing and everyone's like, hi, and then they start talking to me about like Disney and stuff because I had a Disney ring on. Like everyone was just so friendly and so good, and everyone just like made my heart rate naturally lower because they were so friendly. So obviously that's not going to be everyone's experience, and I hope that you guys have a good experience if you do get your wisdom teeth removed. My office just like made me like crazy calm. Another thing, if you are getting your wisdom teeth removed, I recommend literally just following the rules, doing everything that they tell you to do, and having a few food options. It gets boring when all you can eat is like a few things. And then my other thing that I would say is that if you're really, really, really scared about it, just know that if you do not get your wisdom teeth removed, you are prone. Ow, there's like an eyelash like that keeps curling in my eye. You are prone to really, really, really bad mouth infections, and that's not fun for anybody, and I'm sure that you don't want to deal with that on top of everything else. So get it done. You will be fine. You are in the hands of professionals, and I know that it's scary, but just know that it's better to have it done. It takes literally a week. For me, it took 4 days, but for most people, it takes a week. And you will be fine. I promise you. You will be just fine. Also, he replied while I was doing that. So anyway, he said smart, determined, and extroverted. I quite like that answer. My top 5 favorite horror movies ever. Okay, let's go. I love the 28 days, 28 years, 28 blah, 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 28 weeks movies. Love them. If I had to choose one, I think I'd choose 28 years. Yeah? 28 years? 28 years or 28 days. I don't know. Like, 28 weeks was really good, but like, it was more so like the people versus the people. It wasn't really like, you get me? Yeah. Anyway, so I'd recommend one of those two. So I guess I'd say one of those two, which I'm gonna count that as one. I don't care. And Saw. I love Saw. Now that I saw Saw X, that was really good. I really liked that one. It was gory as hell, but it was so good. But I mean, I guess all of them really are gory. I love Saw 2. Editing Abby here, and all of those pics were horrible. So, well, not all of them, but you know what I mean. So I'm gonna go back over it one more time. My favorite horror movie of all time, I think, currently, is Annabelle Creation. I love that one. Second place is gonna be Saw 2 because that is my favorite Saw movie. And I just love the Saw series, period. I think I'm gonna have to pick Insidious because that was the only horror movie that ever like actually freaked me out and kept me up all night. So Insidious is gonna be on there. And Final Destination 3 specifically because I love Final Destination 3. And I guess I'd have to pick 28 Years Later because I really like that one. I love all 4 of them, but part 3 is my favorite. Do I play any sports? I played one sport. I did dance for like 2 years. So that was really fun. I loved dance. Anyway, but the one sport that I technically played was in high school. Junior year, I played basketball for like 2 months. I loved the training. It was like very aggressive training, which I kind of liked because someone was like keeping me in line and like, do it, go. And like, I don't know, that was just really nice to me. Like I loved the training. I loved like playing. The only thing that like really ruined it for me was my team. And I know that sounds like really like weird, but let me explain. So my coach, when I had quit, he said, you could have told me about everything that they were saying. And I was like, but that's the thing, is that I couldn't, because then you would have to like get the whole team in trouble, and then they would hate me even more because they would know that it was my fault. I didn't get myself in trouble. Anyway, but so anyway, everybody was just so rude, and I obviously like I had no training, so I was the only kid that was older than a freshman on that team. So we were on the lowest team, and everybody was just so rude. Like nobody was nice. It was really unfortunate. And I tried to be nice to everybody. I gave people multiple chances, and everyone was just so rude. I was like, ugh, ew. And then I remember after our second game that we played, we got whooped so bad. Oh my god. But no one would pass me the ball until people were guarding me. Like no one was guarding me the entire time. I was like, you could have just passed it to me. And then all of a sudden everyone's guarding me and they're like, you should have caught it. I'm like, you could have handed it to me like, I don't know, 3 different times ago. And then what was the other thing? Oh yeah, after the games we would always have like little meetings where we would talk about like what went well versus like what didn't. And I had said, I forget what I said, but I was like very nice to everybody still. And this girl, she goes, my team disappointed me. She shot the ball. The only points that we scored were for the other team. She shot the ball twice in the wrong basket, in the opposite basket. Like, are you kidding me? Your team disappointed you, but the only points that you scored us were for the other team? Ew. Basically just everyone on that team thought that they were so much better than everybody else, and I was like, guys, you're on the lowest team for a reason. Calm down. I was there to have fun. I was there to say that I did a sport, and yeah, then I just quit because I was like, I can't handle this shit anymore. This is so like bad for my mental health. I'm so annoyed. Hello again, editing Abby back again. I also wanted to say that one of the main reasons that I quit was not just the fact that everybody was rude all the time, but also I quit because how many games were being canceled. We had, I think, 5 games in like the span of a week and a half, and I was like, okay, we're playing, well, let's go, you know, and because I had already been training for a while, I had already been like really excited and amped up, and it was like an exhilarating, nervous feeling, and I was just like really, really excited, but really nervous, and I didn't want to mess up, but I still had fun anyway, especially in my first game. My second game, not so much because of what I told you guys, but it was an experience, and I'm happy that I did it. It's just kind of unfortunate when people act that way. And like I said, games kept getting canceled. So I was like, why am I even playing this sport if every time that I'm ready for a game, it gets canceled? So it kind of made it so that I couldn't even make any plans outside of that sport or outside of school even, because everything revolved around that, because everyone would tell me like last minute, and not just me, like they would tell everybody at last minute, like, oh, never mind, we're not having a game today. And I'd be like, I'd bring my uniform, I'd wear everything, and I'd be like, and if you guys know anything about me, which I'm sure that you do if you've been watching me for a little bit now, I hate miscommunication and I hate non-communication. So yeah, so anyway, that was like the main reason why I quit. I just kind of went into detail though on like an incident I had with some of the girls. And the final question that I got was, what was the best cruise that I've been on? I would say the Jubilee Carnival out of Texas. I talked to my mom about this the other day. That's why I answered so fast. But I'd say the Jubilee Carnival out of Texas, because we've been to 3 different ports. We've been to either California, Texas, and Florida. And Florida is where we left out of this most recent time, and I think the time before that, if I recall. But the people, whenever we left out of Texas, everyone was just so, like, mind their own business. Everyone was so much more respectful. Obviously, there's going to be rude people everywhere that you go. But on the Florida times that we have left out of Florida, oh my gosh, these people are so, which, like, I'm not trying to generalize, but I met so many more rude people when I've left out of Florida than I have when I left out of Texas. Like, everyone in Texas was just so respectful, so just like to themselves. Everyone in Florida was like trying to pick a fight with everybody. Like, we literally got into like 3 fights. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then when we leave out of California, like, most people are like kind of stuck up and like don't really have manners, but they're still rude, but they're not like intentionally trying to start something, you get me? Yeah, like I said, rude people everywhere. But the Jubilee was so fun. I think it was one of the biggest ones that we've been on, I think. And it was just, oh, it was so fun. It was such a perfect time. I really had a great time when I went on that one. I had a great time every time that I go on a cruise, but like, that one was just so fun. I really loved that one. If someone asked me which one I recommend that one. Okay, well, that's all of the questions that you guys asked me. I really appreciate you guys that did give me questions. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah, bye. Oh wait, no, have a great night, great evening, great morning, whatever. Bye.